Manchester United and the goalkeeping landscape for years to come. Gianluigi Donnarumma, the prodigiously talented Italian shot-stopper who had already etched his name into Champions League folklore, was unveiled as Manchester United's new number one. It wasn't just a signing, it was a seismic statement. A complete shock transfer that stunned fans, pundits, rivals, and even some within the club's inner circles. Setting the stage, the season's arc before the shock. Manchester United entered the summer with questions about identity, leadership, and structure. Allegiances to a long-standing tradition of charismatic captains and dependable custodians hung in the balance. The club's recruitment strategy had been cautious, balancing the needs of a squad transitioning between generations, a mix of proven Premier League experience and high-potential youth. In Europe, Donnarumma's standing had shifted from a teenage prodigy to a seasoned, high-pressure presence for a top club, with a career at Paris Saint-Germain and a legacy at Milan and the Italian national team that demanded respect. The shock moment, how it happened. The news broke in a manner that felt almost cinematic, a late-night press briefing by the club's owner or CEO, followed by a rapid cascade of official confirmations, social media posts, and a meticulously staged unveiling at Old Trafford. Negotiations were described as complex and high-stakes, involving a long-term contract, a substantial transfer fee that defied expectations for a goalkeeper of Donnarumma's caliber, and clauses designed to safeguard the club's wage structure and succession planning. The why behind the move lay in a confluence of factors: a dream project for Donnarumma to lead United's resurgence, a manager who trusted goalkeeping to be the backbone of tactical evolution, and a financial and sporting environment that promised stability and ambition. The man behind the move, Donnarumma's mindset. A goalkeeper who has faced the game's best shooters and the brightest lights of European football, Donnarumma approached this transfer with a mix of pragmatism and longing for a different kind of challenge. Reports suggest he spoke about balancing the pressure to perform with a desire to become a transformational figure at a club with a global footprint, a club steeped in tradition but hungry for modern dynamics. His leadership style, calm, authoritative, and unafraid to vocalize organization, was seen as the perfect complement to United's evolving squad culture. Manchester United's vision, what this means on and off the pitch. On the field, a goalkeeper who can command a defense, start plays from the back, and act as a second sweeper, enabling United's ball-playing style to flourish. A potential overhaul of the defensive unit to maximize Donnarumma's strengths, including a more aggressive high line, improved distribution from the back, and closer collaboration with a revamped midfield block. Tactical flexibility: Donnarumma's presence allows variations in formation 3-5-2, 4-3-3, or 4-2-3-1 without compromising defensive solidity. Off the field, a branding renaissance: Donnarumma as a global face for United's commercial engine, with endorsements, media access, and a new vector for international fan engagement. A mentorship thread: younger keepers at the club could learn from his experience at the highest levels, accelerating the development pipeline. A psychological lift within the squad: the arrival of a world-class goalkeeper can galvanize the entire dressing room, signaling intent and belief. Pundits weigh in, immediate implications. Critics and experts debated the risks and rewards: pros, elite shot stopping, command of the penalty area, and a goalkeeper who can remain decisive under sustained pressure, qualities United had sought to reinforce. Cons, adapting to a new league, language, and communication with backline partners, and the pressure to justify a record-breaking transfer fee. Rival clubs' reaction: a mix of admiration for United's audacity and concern about the club's financial strategy, especially in a market where the escalation of wages and fees has become commonplace. The tactical ripple effect. Backline dynamics. Donnarumma's disciplined distribution encourages a more aggressive build-up from the back, press-resisting midfields, and a more proactive approach to high-press situations. Midfield linkages. The goalkeeper's awareness of space and his ability to act as a playmaking outlet can shorten the time United spends traversing their own half, enabling a faster transition game. Set-piece prowess. Aerial capability and calmness under pressure from the goalkeeper can be a strategic advantage during both defensive and offensive set plays. Youth integration. With a world-class keeper in place, younger players may be emboldened to take more risks, knowing the backline is secure. Fan reaction. A chorus across North America, Europe, Asia, and beyond. A blend of exhilaration, disbelief, and cautious optimism dominated social media timelines. Fan-led celebrations and creative tributes began to flood channels, murals, chant adaptations, and commemorative kits featuring Donnarumma's name and number. The sense of belonging and hope grew as supporters imagined a near-future era where United consistently challenged for domestic and continental glory. What this means for contract negotiations and squad planning. Wage structure recalibration. The club's higher wage bracket would need careful management to maintain fairness and financial sustainability among senior players and academy graduates. Long-term planning. Donnarumma's arrival implies a potential multi-year horizon for United, with the possibility of extending core periods of their project around a reliable number one goalkeeper. Synergy with other signings, complementary talents, defenders with pace, a dynamic midfield engine, and forwards with goal threats would be prioritized to maximize the Donnarumma era's effectiveness. The season's roadmap. What fans should expect. Immediate impact, a cleaner sheet tally, more confident distribution from the back, and a tangible upgrade in goalkeeping reliability during key fixtures. Mid-season milestones, a run of competitive results in the Premier League and European competition, backed by improved defensive metrics and a higher points per game average. End of season targets, a top 4 finish, a deep cup run, and a realistic push for European glory that aligns with Donnarumma's era of leadership. Controversies and cautions. Pressure and expectations. The weight of a record-breaking transfer can be a double-edged sword, bringing immense scrutiny to every performance. Transfer market ethics. Questions about the sustainability of such deals in a market where financial fair play and wage inflation are constantly debated. Long-term fit. Maintaining a strong defensive unit around a single player while cultivating a broader tactical identity remains a complex, ongoing task. A potential turning point in Manchester United's history. If the Donnarumma deal proves transformative, this moment could be remembered as a turning point, an inflection point where United signalingly pivoted toward a modern, proactive, identity-driven model anchored by a top-class goalkeeper. It would be a narrative not only of a single transfer but of a club willing to evolve, invest, and embrace a new era with confidence. Epilogue. Reflecting on the improbable becoming possible. The Donnarumma surprise was more than just a headline. It captured the imagination of football's faithful across generations. It tested the club's readiness to dream big while maintaining discipline in execution. And for the fans who fill Old Trafford week after week, it offered a renewed sense of belief that Manchester United can, and will, compete at the highest echelons of the sport. If you'd like, I can tailor this piece to a specific publication-style news feature, magazine long read, blog post, or opinion column. A particular tone, dramatic, analytical, celebratory, or balanced critique. A more grounded, reality-based approach using verifiable data and current events. Please provide any real news or updates you want incorporated.